Ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, home of the Arkansas Razorbacks. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Missouri Tigers, taking on another SEC rival, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Missouri ready to kick off to get us underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground. So Arkansas's offense will have the opening possession of the game. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
And the Razorbacks can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense. Not giving up any big plays and forcing the 4th down.
Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So Missouri's offense will get the ball for the first time. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
Snagged in the middle, it's Coleman.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in their gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone is right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Here's a heat. Fires to the end zone. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year.
Are you kidding me? Lucky number 7. He's got 7 interceptions on the season, consistently around the ball. High IQ, breaks on the football great. This guy just makes play after play after play.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Gives it on the option. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. The play action fake. Trying to beat the D deep. Makes the catch down the right side. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Razorbacks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Oh, they're after him. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Razorbacks will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll see where the officials spot it, but they certainly gave them no opportunity for a return. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So the offense keeps this drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. Power football with the run. Creates a little room. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
Still looking. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback, but when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And defense is about being great in the great situations, on the 3rd downs, goal line situations like this, when you need to get a few stops, putting a few stops together, even though you gave up a long drive to get down there.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Green. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas! And the Hogs have put up the first touchdown of the game, and whoop-pig.
Whoop-pig going nuts in the stands. Great fan base. They get excited, and you get out to the lead early, putting that score on the board, they are going nuts.
And he makes the fair catch deep in his own territory, and he might have a question or two to answer about that decision. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. on the run. It's Hardy. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
That is how you start a drive. Meet the physical challenge on 1st down. Rush the quarterback, get the sack on 2nd down, and now put him in a 3rd and long situation. Nice job by this defense.
Unloads it left. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The give to the tailback. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones. D linemen staying in their gaps. Linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
To the air, it's Green. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. Doesn't have a straight-on shot here. He'll kick it from the left hash and 39 yards out. He splits the upright, and they'll push that lead out a little further.
And that's a really good response by this defense. Their offense throws an interception, puts them in bad field position. They respond with a stop, force a field goal. Yeah, they got 3 points, but great job by this defense.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They've spotted them a 10-0 start. Now to see if they can answer on this drive. He wants to change this route. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives. The best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the...
And they pick up just a few on that completion. We've reached the brink. Arkansas has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. Got a man. It's Terry. He's got enough for a Missouri 1st down. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. Nice move there. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up the short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route running all the way across the field. And the DB just can't stay with him because of his speed. And as a result, they give up a big one.
Caught over the middle. It's Manning. And just pass play, they pick up a few.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when you start getting those long yardage situations.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Wants to keep it in the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Manning. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. That's why you never assume the first guy's going to make the tackle when you have to keep running to the football.
Man, it's something you highlight every single week in defensive meetings. Don't assume somebody's going to make it. Don't assume somebody's going to make it. Take the correct angle. Nice job. First guy misses. Second guy gets him on the ground.
Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Coleman. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good
throw out to the left. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. He caught it! They will score! Touch! The Hogs send that offense back on from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Here's the handoff. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Razorbacks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Dropping back, it's Green. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the 3rd on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're in the top 25 in the country at getting the quarterback on the ground.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And the Razorbacks line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Wants to return it. He's got great speed. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Fires to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
And the Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Rushes on him. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
Man, another negative play for this offense. You've had the turnovers. You're throwing in the sacks. Like, they've got to do something better. They got to protect their quarterback, and they got to take care of the football. There's step 1 and 2.
Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the fourth down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up.
Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Back to throw, it's Green. Fires to the middle. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, try to convert through the air. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They kick it away on fourth down. No fair catches here, looking for room. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the...
Wide open spaces. The tap. Touchdown, Tigers. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. The Razorbacks will snap it on 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw. It's Green. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
You've got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock. Didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They'll immediately call timeout.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular, and I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on first down. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for an incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. That's caught. It's Terry. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. And it's third down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. And he'll need a little distance and accuracy. A 42-yarder from the left hash. Smashes it between the uprights. Now up by 7 points here in the second. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. Here he comes with the return. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move with chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Razorbacks will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Looking to fire. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
He's got it. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tigers. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Green. Wide open downfield. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. Remember some of the years when the Hogs spent a lot of time in the Wildcat just running it? You don't have to do that with this guy at quarterback.
And it just makes you less predictable, right? You got a running back in there. You know you're not going to throw it very much, but when they do have the ability to push the ball down the field and get some guys out of the box, it makes this offense even more exciting.
A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll run play action. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown, Razorbacks. A great catch and run for 6.
And I think sometimes QBs know before the snap who they're going to. You could tell he looks to the right immediately, knows his guy's going towards the middle of the field, reads the safety, put the ball on the money, over the linebackers, away from the safety, gets the big catch, and he walks into the end zone for a touchdown.
Getting set for the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things off with some flair, a 73-yard touchdown pass. He makes the fair catch deep in his own end, and I get the criticism, but man, he probably wanted to at least save a few yards of field position. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They just saw their lead cut in half, and now they'll try to answer. They'll toss it to the outside on the left. All out of space. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. He now has 84 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Hardy. Slithers into space. Lots of running room. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Wants to go up top on first down. The sure hands, it's Hardy. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Wants to fire on second down. Throwing right. That one came in hot, and it's incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense. It doesn't matter who it is, receivers, in this case, a tight end. You get open, you sometimes start to look at that green space in front of you, and you just take your eye off the football, lose your concentration a little bit, and miss that opportunity for possibly a big play.
They're a perfect 2 for 2 on fourth down. They'll go for the hat trick. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. You talk about taking the wind out of a crowd. A fourth down conversion will do that.
Yeah, they were jacked up in here, excited. The fans get loud, rush the passer, and how about the conversion? The big fourth down conversion here in the third quarter to give yourself some life.
Oh, he's got some space. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Back has it. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Missouri!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat play.
Turning on the Jets. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
The throw to the outside is complete. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. The Razorbacks decide to punt it away. Cover guys getting down to do their job, and they'll stop him at the 15. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. This offense is really clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Got enough for the first. He's loose. There he goes. The 20. Touchdown, Tiger. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience, and with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Rides to back and leaves it. It's a seam wide open. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
On the run, it's Washington. Fights off a defender. Makes it past the marker. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
And the Razorbacks getting set on 1st and 10. Right back to the well. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. And with the pressure on him, the quarterback goes down, and we've played 3 quarters here. And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to throw, it's Green. Here comes the heat. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
And I'm just not sure where to put the blame. And I know they're going to lose this football game. They've struggled, and he's been sacked. I know he's turned it over and thrown an interception, but they haven't been in sync, and nobody's played really great, and they've got to find an identity on this offense moving forward.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Complete out of the backfield. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They'll start this drive at their own 48. On the run, it's Hardy. Picks up the 1st down. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players make big plays in big games. The games don't get bigger than this. For this Here, and this guy, David, has shown up today.
And it's so nice as a coach to have that dude that you know you can count on. He'll put up big numbers, and he's been carrying this offense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. He's got him. Across the 25. He's got room. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. On the set. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Scanning the field, it's Horn. Makes the grab. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10.
Really nice play call there because the defense might have been thinking on 3rd and short in the red zone. They're probably going to run the football. Instead, they throw it, catch them off guard, and now they've got 1st and goal.
A first down run on the doorstep. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff that teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
So on 4th and goal, already with the lead, but they'll try to salt this thing away with a touchdown. Looking to throw. Touchdown, Tigers! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
This is a very tough slot receiver to cover if you're a linebacker because of how quick and how shifty he is. You never seem to know which way he's going, and he always seems to create an open space for his QB.
Leaves it with the back. His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much, they need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back. The next.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together, run defense, pass defense, they've been so good, man. Dialed in, you could tell. They were ready, they were fast, they were physical. They dominated this football game today.
It's complete. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
Back to pass, it's Green. Makes the catch, it's Blake. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Using the quick game. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Razorbacks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. Going for it all. And the pass is incomplete. They were going for the fabulous parting gift, but instead will just go home with a loss. I'm sure they would have liked to have locked up a bowl trip much earlier in the season, but in this particular case, what does bowl eligibility mean for the offseason?
Well, it means 15 extra practices at the bowl game to develop young players. Getting to a bowl game helps your recruiting. It's going to help in the portal, and all of a sudden people are going to get a lot more excited for what's coming next season, David.
Yeah, and I think this squad, I don't think they're excited about the practices necessarily, but a lot of these seniors that have been around, man, they get another dance. They get a chance to play another football game, make some more memories with their boys. So this is a big win today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.